Hey, Lorena, how are you doing? Good to see you.
About the auction, the bedtime story, I won that bidding.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that. Thank you for donating.
Yes, of
so
course.
how do you want to make this happen?
So I want to trade it maybe tonight if you're available.
I am available, and
All right.
definitely not creepy because it's for charity.
See you later.
Okay, I can do that. I'll see you
Bye.
later.
Hey Lou!
Hey, what's up?
Come on.
How are you?
Good.
Let's do some bedtime stories.
I would love that.
I'm actually going to read you one of my favorite childhood poems.
Uh-huh.
It's actually called Goodnight Moon. But over my 2 years here, I've kind of changed the words a little bit, if that's okay.
That's okay. I'm interested in what the second year can tell me about this.
Okay, well, we will get started with Goodnight Fuqua.
Right.
In the auditorium of Janine, we started with a section t-shirt and some screams. And a couple of pitchers at tavern. This place was beyond our wildest dreams. And there were 450 new first years taking dates with recruiters, only to find their true success would be found here at Shooters. And 2 years of Blue Cup wins, and nights that always left us with the spins. And plenty of hike training, and even more table banging. And a fox and a hole, and plenty of green grass, and our favorites, McDevitt and DeColey, realizing we only needed LPs to pass. So here's to a long good night. Good night, Russ, Steve, and good night, Ron. Good night, late night heavenly buffalo wings, all gone. Good night, J-Trek, and good night, I-Trek, and loan payments we'll soon defer. Good night, Patagonia, South America, and skier, I hardly know her. Good night to friends far away. Good night to friends close at home. Good night to aggressive interpretations of the word play. And good night to having endless possibilities to roam. Good night to great friends in Lhasa and Indus. And good night to having so much it's difficult to choose. Good night to mutual love and respect. And good night to the Team Fuqua spirit we fight hard to protect. Good night to Coach K, Cameron, and Grayson Allen. Good night to those camp-out nights we drank by the gallon. Good night to the times we made new sisters and brothers. Good night to those who always gave service to others. Good night, Myrtle, Outer Banks, and all the nights each. Good night, Flabongos, two-story beer bongs, and
Grumbies.
good night to those going far, and good night to those here to stay. But most of all, good night to everyone remembering to come back this way. For although we will say it on graduation day, Goodnight Fuqua does not mean we are going away. So for now, Goodnight Fuqua, and all that you can boast. For it's the people around you that will always mean the most. Well, good night, Lorena. Good night, Fuqua.